All right, welcome back, everybody. Time for today's activity. Earlier today, we heard about how Jesus said, "On this rock I will build my church," talking about Peter's confession and the Word of God as being that solid rock and foundation. So we're going to maybe play around with that idea of a rock a little bit today, and we're going to use something that maybe is a little bit different than a rock, but kind of has the same shape. We'll grab that ping pong ball that's in your kit today, and we're going to do some bowling. How does that sound? All right, so here's what we're going to need. Again, we're going to need that ping pong ball. We're going to need your pack of straws. We are going to need your paper clips. You might have two different sizes. I have a larger size right here, and I have a smaller size. I'll show you a different couple of examples that you can use with those. Okay, and then you're also going to need your pasta, your rigatoni. These are going to be your bowling pins. It goes off to the side here. And then maybe he has a different kind of way to experiment with different surfaces. We'll use that one of the pieces of cardboard that you have in your box as well. All right, so here's what we're going to do first. We're going to build the thing that we're going to use to do the bowling, and that's where we're going to need those straws. So go ahead and open up your packet of straws. We'll start, you only need 2 for right now, so let's start with that. All right, so I'm going to use the small paper clips for right now. Go ahead and grab 6 of the small paper clips. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. All right. Now what you're going to want to do first, if you have a bendy straw like I do, you're going to want to extend that all the way out. That's probably going to be the best way to make sure it's going to work for you. All right. So we'll do that with both of those right off the get-go. All right. Now the next piece is you stick one end of the paper clip inside the straw, just like that. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. All right. And we're going to do that on both ends. Okay. There. And then same thing on this other straw. Excellent. Okay. So now you should have 2 straws that look just like that. No problem there. We're going to take one of the other paper clips that you have and try to connect those pieces. My fingers are challenged today. I'll try to make this, there you go, connect there. And then do the same thing with the other straw, connect it on one end. There we go. Okay, so now you should kind of have a paper clip chain on the end of one side there, okay? And you kind of have like strong nunchucks going on. Okay, now we'll do the same thing that we just did on that one side. We'll do it on the other side. Ready? So let's see. Feed that through there. And feed that through there. Okay, so now we have kind of like a little wavy piece right there. That's all we're going to need for the rigatoni bowling to start. Make sure the paper clip is all the way on the inside there. Okay, and the next piece is taking those rigatoni, and we're going to set it up like bowling pins. Start with 5 in the back, or excuse me, 4 in the back. Try to keep them close together. And then you do another row of 3, kind of in the spaces. Okay. Then a row of 2. And a row of 1. Excellent. Okay, so there's my bowling pin setup. Now I have my ramp that I'm going to be using for the rigatoni bowling. And I'm going to take the ping pong ball that I had from before, and let's see if I can aim it down right and try to get it so I'm going to get a strike. Let's see. Not quite. That's okay. We'll work through the next one. So we'll kind of move that off to the side. And so if you want to use the larger paper clips, you'll notice that they don't quite fit. Oh, this one does. They might not necessarily fit quite as easily into the straw as these other ones do. So this might take a little bit more time to just kind of work around, kind of unbend the paper clip a little bit more, bend it into a different shape, try to make it a little bit smaller so it can fit in one of the ends here, and just use only 2 paper clips maybe this time, and kind of bend it into different shapes. Round, kind of pinch that one a little tight so that maybe you have something that looks a little bit closer to you. Nice. There we go. Kind of bend that out like that. So you can only have 1 paper clip in between. You kind of bend it around a little bit. Okay. Now, if you're using the big paper clips, even if you're using the small ones, it might be a pretty good idea to maybe bend those paper clips and kind of try to make a little way to maybe set down your paperclip ramp so that you don't have to keep holding it every time. So I just kind of bent it around a little bit, just kind of play around with it. I don't have any good exact science tips to be able to do that. Just again, try to make sure that there's a couple loops in there so it can grab on the inside of your straw. And let's see what we got there. All right. Let's see. Sneak that on the inside here. Kind of see it has a little bit of a step there. Might be able to hold on a little bit better if I had another one back there. As a matter of fact, I do. I did one of these ones at home earlier today, so I have a couple of feet on the bottom there that I made. Kind of has a little bit of a ramp. Should just be able to roll that ping pong ball that's all the way at the end there, down there, and it should work just fine. But that way you don't have to keep trying to hold it and maneuver it quite as much. All right. The other thing that you can do is, you notice when I rolled it down the first time that ping pong ball kind of bounced on the hard table. Using the cardboard, just try it out. See if it does anything different if you roll it down on the cardboard instead. Does it bounce quite as high? Does it maybe make the ball move a little bit slower? I don't know. We'll see. Go ahead and try it out for yourself. So that is it for today's project, and I hope you guys enjoy your rigatoni bowling.